Hey everyone, I'm Braden with EG4 Electronics, and I'm going to show you how to wire up Tigo systems with the EG4 18kPV. Now, if you have the Tigo fire safeties, those are an easy plug and play on the EG4 18K MPPTs, as it has a transmitter built in that will allow for rapid shutdown. But if you have the Tigo CCA, you'll need to wire in to the 12-volt relay using the CCA's power supply. You will take the positive and go into the plus 12 and the negative and go into the minus 12. That will give you a 24-volt power supply for the CCA to use. Now, this will also need to have RSD capabilities. So the way you'll splice that in is the yellow wire on the RSD button. You'll have to pull that out, and you'll want to add a terminal to it like this. Now, your system will be in RSD while this is happening. As you can see, we have a notice. We go over to our alarms, and our RSD is active. So in this state, your inverter will not power. What we'll need to do is get a normally closed button, wire the contactor to this 2-block terminal, and then that will close the circuit on a button. Let's see, our inverter will come back online now. So let's take a look over at this button we're wired into. We have that wire coming from the yellow wire on the 18kPV going into a normally closed contactor, but we also have a normally open on the same button, and this is where the Tigo CCA will wire up. There is an auxiliary terminal on the CCA that will allow you to rapid shut down whenever that is shorted. So what we'll do is we'll take the normally open on a switch, pull this out, and we'll want to wire into that. So let's go ahead and grab this, open that up a bit. Pull these through. Alrighty. So now that we got that normally open in there, whenever this is pushed down, the Tigo CCA will signal to the optimizers to rapid shutdown, and whenever this closes, it will signal to the inverter that it will need to go in RSD state. So with a single button, we're able to have RSD function on our PV as well as our inverter. Awesome. So our switch is currently in the inactive state, which means our inverter should be online. And we'll see here that it's normal, but we don't have any voltage on the output, and that's because our batteries are actually drained below the off-grid disconnect charge. So in an off-grid setting, you may end up with your batteries draining below your set cutoff, and your AC power will stop being provided. Now, if you have rapid shutdowns on your solar panels, you'll need something that will be able to wake those up with the little battery charge that you have left. And with Tigo, that is an extremely easy way to do it through the 18kPV. If you have those fire safeties, again, those are plug and play. The transmitter and the MPPT will be able to pull from the battery's voltage. So as long as your batteries are online, you're able to get those fire safeties back online. With the CCA, the little relay down here that you're powering off of doesn't have RSD function by itself, but since we wired up the PV RSD through the auxiliary remote, this relay will have power even when the AC output is down because it powers off of the battery as well. So if we turn the system on, we'll start getting voltage on the MPPTs. MPPT2 has the fire safeties, and MPPT3 has the CCA's string of panels on it. So now we got those panels up and wired, and it will slowly trickle charge your batteries till it gets to a state that it is able to start powering your AC loads again. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. This is how to dark start Tigo with your EG4 18kPV, and we'll see you next time.